Welcome to Late Night Satori, the show that gives you an exclusive sneak peek behind the curtain of Junior Anthony Satorians.
We are Carlos,
Maggie,
and Uncle Tim. Let's go!
Let's go!
Welcome back to Late Night Satori Podcast. You know who it is. It's Uncle Tim, Carlos, Maggie, and we have a special guest. Our brother from Jamaica, Montego Bay, Omar Rattray. So,
Omar.
What's up, Omar? Feel the rhythm. Feel the... Oh,
Pon the river. Pon the river.
How you doing? Just like the ocean.
This, mad flow. So everybody, this is our friend, our brother Omar from Jamaica, Montego Bay. Just a little bit that's my experience with Omar. Super cool dude. Very, very, very in the know, in the now, whatever you want to call it. I met him when I came in. He was already here when I came in. Full of energy, full of love, family man. No further ado, Omar, for the YouTube viewers, for everybody out there that's going to hear this podcast, see this podcast, just tell the people, what you want them to know.
Thank you, team. Thank you for such, high energy and introduction, and it makes me feel, super special. Welcome to the world, and I must say hi to the world, straight out of Jamaica. But for me, you mentioned that I'm from Montego Bay. Well, I born in Kingston, but I moved and I went to the country when I was a kid, grew up there, passed my scholarships, and then came here into Montego Bay, and that was it from that time and so forth. So a little bit of hardship, here and there. So the Jamaican economy is like, and this, you have to make sure that you stay positive and stuff like that. But, I've come a long way, and when I've looked back and, meeting guys like you, Maggie, oh gosh, you can hear her voice. Carlos, super funny. Tim, oh gosh, bro, I watch you've grown since you've been a part of the family, and it's amazing. Carlos, the same thing. Maggie, you step up to the plate. You just know when to just turn on the switch, and it is super effective when it's light up. Yeah, So we love you. And it's amazing to meet you all over the world.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Just to be here in Jamaica, bro, and my sister. To meet and having fun and helping people and and getting reward at the same time, it's super amazing. It becomes a lifestyle, not a job, not a work, it's just fun, and we're just working with the flow, as I said, just like the ocean. Going with the flow.
Yeah, we see that beach behind you, and I get jealous every time I see it. I'm like, especially when I'm back in London and it's like cold outside. I'm like, man, I want to be where Omar is.
For real. I daydream about that. Like, man, when we get there,
water and
show
pine
us the
trees.
time, like show us the real spot, that jerk chicken. I can't wait.
LiveSotori Jamaica edition. I'm all for it.
I know, what's that, doublings, whatever Junior be talking about?
Oh,
doubles.
Doubles? There's a Trini. The doubles?
Yeah, double.
Trini in
Yeah.
Jamaica?
Island hopping.
It's different?
Can't wait.
It's
Can't
different?
wait.
Y'all don't have doubles?
Can't wait, man. Can't wait. Man, you guys gonna have a time of your life, because I've even got some peppers that I've soaked for you guys already, and they're special gifts for you guys. You know what I mean?
Right? Because they don't appreciate peppers. I do.
Hey,
I want to try. I want to try.
I am open-minded, and I saw them peppers when he showed the other day, and they look like yeah. I'm good. Don't worry
See,
about it.
they're open-minded, but I am appreciative.
There is a difference. Now that you say that, there is a difference.
I didn't say
Yes,
anything.
it's
I just said I would try them. I didn't say I was open-minded. I did not say I wasn't
Open-minded,
appreciative.
trying, all for it.
I'm there.
There's the Maggie switch.
That's Maggie. That's
Yeah, we have
typical
to deal with
Maggie.
people. Where's my help me sign?
Oh no, her name is
Fine, I'll
Magnolia
give you
now. Her
one
name-
pepper each. How about that?
She's
I'm
Magnolia.
fine with that.
But yeah, like, oh
No.
man. Yeah, I was
man,
just
same
daydreaming
thing.
for a minute. My bad.
No, but as we know,
But you see,
Omar
it's like-
is our closer. He's the closer
Yeah, so
of
that's
the
the
group
like,
because
guys.
that energy, as you see, is infected all of us. We ain't never talked like this with anybody else. We got dang Energizer Bunny up here and just pushing all this energy on us. I can't even talk right now.
The feeling is, you can feel it though.
Carlos, you guys help pump up the energy. You know what I mean? And for me to find myself in a community that I've been searching for so long, bro. Can you just imagine searching and then out of the blue someone reach out to you and say, look here. And I'm saying, what? And I said, let me see what's going on. And then I'm like, really? I'm like, I'm all in. You know what I mean? So this is what I was looking for. You know what I mean? Hanging out with the tribe, you know what I mean? Having the same objective, want to be a difference in, not just in, people's life, but make a difference in the world, you know? Not just adding to the problems, but come up with a solution towards the problem. You know what I mean? So, and since I got here, I don't even see myself as an entrepreneur anymore. I'm like evolving to like being a philanthropist. You know, so
I like that.
but now this is going to be like part of my personal life goal. You know, being a philanthropist. That means money is not all. So even though I have the skill and I'm utilizing it and I'm being rewarded, I want to be like those great guys, the Jeff Bezos and the Warren Buffett, and giving away like 90% of their wealth to the world. You know, those guys are doing great stuff. I want to be a part of that kind of stuff, doing great things as well. You know, so I can leave like a footprint right here on earth, you know, where other persons can say, hey, you know, he did great. You know, he made a lot of changes in people's lives in a positive way. And that's one of my personal goals, you know. And you guys love helping, man. I love it. Hey, listen, Maggie, that is for you, okay? Bro, you know what I mean?
That's dope, man. Like, thank you for sharing that, because like a lot of people don't get it. Like, I know we're here and we're doing all this and we're helping people, but people gotta realize, like, whatever you put out there, whatever you give, when you give, that stuff comes back to you. And it might not be monetary. It don't need to be monetary, but just those positive vibes come back to you, and that abundance. And it, like I say, all these words sound like money, abundance, wealth, but it's different. It's a feeling you get back from people, that sparkle in their eye when you help them do something or help them figure something out. It's that sparkle that you get that is the greatest feeling that you can ever have on this earth.
Yes, like we were talking about earlier on Zoom, the achievement versus fulfillment. Like you can have all the achievements, and a part of that is making lots of money. We're not going to deny that, but that doesn't necessarily give you the fulfillment of living your life in a way that, you know, you're helping people. You feel that sense of purpose inside of you, and that for me is what sets this aside. I say it all the time, I came here just to make some money, but I found a fulfillment in doing what I'm doing that transcends any amount of money that I would be making. You know, when I see Omar talking about how he's affecting change, and, you know, in your community, you know, you can be an example to other people. And now you're talking about philanthropist. I've never thought about it like that. I always call myself an entrepreneur, but I mean, that's what we strive to be, to effect change, to be able to utilize the wealth we're gathering to help our communities and being so selfless, where you're talking about giving away 90%. People are like, that's
really?
money.
Yeah,
But
come on.
about
Yeah, you know what I mean?
do it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They just
I know my financial goals. So if I'm giving away 90%, that's like whatever. Guys, I have a skill. So even if I broke today, by this evening, I have money. That's nothing. You know what I mean? But the question is, Maggie, look how many persons are, achievable, and yet still they say that they're lonely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. That is a true statement.
They're unhappy and they're
Got all
driving
this
their
stuff,
nice cars,
nobody to share it with.
Yeah, driving
I
off the
love
cliff in
challenges.
their nice car.
I love challenges. So even when, being a billionaire, I'm going to look for challenges. If I can't find any, I'm going to create one. So that's what is going to keep me active, so I don't end up in that lonely club.
Oh yeah. Because
So
that's why they have people
it's
buying all
about
this stuff.
so both of them in hands, fulfillment and achievable. You know what I mean? Both of them. Can't hold on one and let go one. No, there's no. So why are you living? These are some questions that we definitely have to sit down and ask ourselves, guys. In order for us to grow, we have to ask ourselves these questions. It's very scary because at one point I was very scared to even ask myself some questions. I just don't want to face the reality of it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a reality part of it I don't want to face. I'm like, man, I don't have any time to even sit and go so deep in that thing. But it reached a level where it's a bit stagnant. I'm like, boy, well, if you don't want to stay stagnant, well, you go have to face
Gotta
it.
keep moving.
You go have to face it. I'm like, what the heck? You know what I did? I start writing. That's what I started doing. I start writing, and it helps to suppress the pressure. I don't know about you guys, but that's what, I don't know. The feeling just come to me, say, just start do some writing, Omar. And I just work with it. I just say, you know what, start writing. I don't know what I'm going to write. All I did, I just start just being grateful. Just start writing some gratitudes. Just start writing, and I look around and I say, thank you for my internet. Thank you for my computer. Thank you. I just writing, and then other stuff start just coming up. I even start giving thanks for the bicycle that I purchased for my daughter. All those kind of things. And then it start to develop that feel-good feeling like, hey, and it start to take a shift because the journey is about observing and being aware. Well, it's self-awareness, And while I'm writing it now, I start to do my self-assessment and start to feel a little bit different. And then I said, really? Well, this seems like it resonates with me, so you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I keep at it, 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 and I keep at it. And then, Uncle Tim, you came out with the book Atomic Habits. I'm like, holy snap!
Yep.
Cherry on the pie, that I can tell you. So when I start to listen to book readings in the mornings, guys, thank you so much for it, man. I'm telling you, Junior, LiveSotori is amazing. That I can say. The thing is, when I started, listening to the book, and I'm like, yeah, I got a brand new book just to do that thing every day.
Do the work that's in there.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I started putting I stopped buying the big water and buy the cases now, the little 12-ounce bottles them. So I put a water over there, I put a water over there, one beside me, one in the kitchen, one at my foot. But when I'm sitting down, you know what I mean? So that's a cue, that's a trigger. You know what I mean? Because I know that I'm supposed to be drinking more water than before. Then on the same page, I have water. And each time I drink one, I put a strokes. So it shows me for the entire day how much bottle I have for the day. I'm
So
like,
you have a tracking system.
yes.
Because you're making
So
yourself aware.
it helps me to be very productive throughout the day. So, now it helps me to be even more focused, laser sharp focus, and growing at the same time because, I have to dwell on the spiritual side as well.
Yeah. So do you go back and read the stuff you write? Because I've noticed that a lot of the stuff that I've written, like I'll go back and like, oh, I didn't even, this is some good stuff that I wrote, and I had forgot that I wrote it. And so I'm just sitting here trying to evaluate, like, this is some stuff that I've been missing. It's like the horror movies where they have the camera going and you see the person that broke in your house or the demon, and they never watch the footage. That's how sometimes I feel when people write down their stuff. They don't ever go back in and reread it to, you know, follow up with the situation that they had at the time. Because if you don't write it down, that's the reason you're writing it down, so you don't forget it. But you forget it and you don't ever go revisit it.
Yes, exactly. So Uncle Tim, I appreciate when you share the book, bro, because it helps, because I started to put up like sticky notes around the house and even some big words so that my daughter see them as well. So it goes in her subconscious mind. So it's not being beneficial for just me alone, for the family.
For the family, yeah.
So guys, you know what I mean? I appreciate that.
And I love for you sharing that with your family, because that's all I like to do, is share the things that I find with my people, and then it just spreads. It's like those seeds just get spread all over the world.
You know what my wife said to me today? Omar, you know, from the past few weeks, I noticed that it's just pure positive people keep approaching me. I said, well, let me tell you something. Then if the mindset is changing and you start staying in that vibration, what do you expect? What do you think is gonna happen? Those are the kind of people you start going meeting. So I said, why do you think I started meeting a lot of elderly folks? I met a guy the other day, he's 70 years old, no sickness. And he gave me the formula, 2 ingredients for prostate cancer. Right? And I met.
Okay, what's the 2 ingredients? Don't leave us hanging.
I tried to get it out of him the other day. He ain't giving it out. No, you're good, man. You're good. I said, like, if something happens, just keep going.
Yeah. All right. So, and the other guy is 78 years old. 78 years young, I should say. Let me rephrase my thing. You know, and those few days that I met them, it was like amazing. It was a blessing for me, because I learned a lot of stuff from them, and I asked them questions. And you know, because of the skill that we're learning here, you know, I started utilizing it. So I just like, what's that?
Yeah, what's going on?
You know, and they were so excited just to share their experiences and all that kind of thing, you know what I mean? And then I said, hey, I have to interview you. Super excited. Then I didn't even ask for a number. Here's my number. Take it. You know, so that's the kind of lifestyle that I'm seeing when I go out there as well. Wife is experiencing the same thing. My daughter is experiencing the same thing at school, because the teacher, I don't know, there's a special something about her when she goes to school. Every class that she goes to, the teacher does have a special attachment to her, you know? So what I break her into the habit now, I've always, you know, remember your teacher. Remember how grateful you are, you know, that she's taking the time out to show you things and so forth. Bring her a gift. So I would take her to the store and say, hey, what do you think a teacher would like? And she would say, hey, you know, I think she would like this, and so forth. And she'd bring it, and you know, those kind of things. So I break her into the gifting habit, you know, not the habit of, give me, no. Practice to give. And now, guys, again, I have to thank you so much, because if it wasn't for you guys and see myself growing, I could be able to start even, you know, involving even charity movements. And why I have to share this, because my daughter is involved in it. And she's just 7 years old. She's just 7. And she's involved because she's excited when I said, sweetie, next week we're gonna go to the place and we're gonna take some stuff here. Friday night, she can't sleep. She go to bed late. and as she start hear movements around the house, she's up.
She's amazing too. She's amazing.
Yeah, she is. Anytime she comes on Zoom and we talk to her, she is just
she's the big ball of energy herself.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, exactly. Because I give her the space. I give her options, and I don't leave her out of anything. But I've learned these things since I got here. Since I got here, guys, I've learned these things. Knowing that giving of yourself, is about the world first before even about yourself, and it begins in the home. So you should be putting your family first before even yourself. And it reaches a stage where we grow up in society where we are the man. So we are the if the food is cooked, if the food is cooked, no one can eat until Papa God gets home.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? Yeah, those kind of things. No, you see, no, those things flush out. No longer there. If I am going to get up and to make a decision to go get something, I don't just get up and go and do it again. No! I sit down, I talk to my daughter, and I talk to my wife. I said, what do you think about this? Give me your input. What color? What size? Let us go together and go and look at it. First time, I used to be the only one get up, go take it, because I'm the man. And she says, I'm going to take it. No, that's not how it's supposed to be. So now, since I got here, guys, I've learned all these things. I'm like, wow. And then I start trying it, and it's super effective. I'm like, wow. And then I just keep it up. And I just keep it up. I just keep it at that pace. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now, there's more harmony than even before. There's more love than even before. There's more togetherness than even. There's everything that they can think of that is good in a relationship. It multiplies. It quantums. It 10x is up. Not 10x. 10x is up.
And who would have thought you'd get that from affiliate marketing? That's what I talk about. You think you're getting into one thing, but because you keep your mind open and you're ready to learn and accept and grow, it's just limitless.
Yes,
it is.
So we appreciate you too, because you are giving us gems every day when I talk to you.
Yeah,
bro. And that's what I was about to say. I mean, this is literally a program where you get what you give. And this fella here, Omar Rattray, he gives his whole heart and soul. So when he was talking to us about he's gonna be a philanthropist, giving 90% of his income away, I actually believe it, because this fella has us in tears while he's in tears, giving his heart and soul, trying to spread nuggets around. So for anyone to say that, hey, yeah, I'm gonna do this, you would be one of the people, I believe, because you give so much that I believe if you give, you're gonna be getting, as you said, 10 exorcists, whatever you were just saying.
It's that saying too. That saying, like, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Everything. So your personality speaks in volumes.
It's been a journey for me, and even in my awakening state, I still didn't even, look at life in certain ways, and every day when I'm writing my affirmations, Junior Anthony name has to be written inside of it. Every day. Twice. Because when I get up, it's written in there. Before I go off to bed, it's written there. You know what I mean? Thank you for LiveSotori and Junior Anthony. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because if it wasn't for him, it's the reason. I was searching. I tried so many stuff. Being in the farming industry, and then, everything was great. Don't get me wrong, guys. Super grateful. Because I could pay my bills, I could take care of the family and all that kind of stuff. And then, comes the pandemic overnight, shut down everything, and the business that I'm in is in poultry. So, the eggs them cannot put down for even a long period or so forth. You know what I mean? And then no funds is coming in for me to purchase feed for the birds, right? So you know what I have to do? I have to start giving them away. I have to give away like 20, 15, 10, 5, 2, 1. That I don't want them to suffer and die, you know what I mean? So I said, hey, take them, if you guys can take care of them, why not? Go ahead. And I just look at it as a loss and say, hey, there has to be something else. And when I stand up and I look at the cube, I look at the cube like this. And I say, well, I guess you have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I think we all did that. We all had to reinvent ourselves. And this is, for me, this is a much better version of me than pre-pandemic.
Guys, you know how many times I went back to the drawing board? You know how many times I went back to that drawing board?
Yeah.
We feel your pain.
Oh, God.
Hope that drawing board was dry erase.
I can't tell you, bro. Trust me.
Let's try something else.
Yep.
Nope.
Try something.
Not that either. Something else.
Bro, I even tried, there's a thing online like classified free ads. Even that I tried. I went on the JV Zoos, I went on all that stuff, get the links, I'm excited. I sit down like 18 hours every day posting links on those free classified ads website. Crickets.
Nah, that word free, man.
So one day out of the blues, I was watching TV, right? And I saw this lady say, you know, she has an online business here in Jamaica and she can teach you a new skill and so forth. So in my journey while researching, I get to realize that in order for you to become marketable in the industry or in society, you know, you have to have like specialized knowledge or skill. I'm like, yeah, well, that really makes sense. That makes sense. So I started asking some realistic questions now. I said, but even the mason, that's a skill. I don't say the mason go and look for any work. People always call them. So I said, well, he has to be someone special why someone has to reach out to him. Carpenter, same thing. So I said, what can I do where I can be so skillful, where it's in high demand, where a lot of people should be like, Omar, help me out. Still didn't get any answer. Then I saw her post on the TV, and then it shows up on Facebook. I'm like, really? All right, let me see what's going on. So I started watching her, started tracking her, started doing some research on her and everything. I'm like, okay, I have the last money to pay my light bill. And I didn't say anything to wifey. Nothing. I get up the morning, quiet.
Been there before. That's not in my story.
Went to the bank to make the payment. Stand up in the line. The show said it's going to work. That's a little reason in mind. Go back to your yard, you have the one money, you go invest it in short, so then come and cut off your light. I'm like, holy shucks. And then a little voice said, why did you leave your house in the first place? And then the closer I get for me to be next to go to the teller, the reason start again. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna pay that no mind. I decided that I want to make a change because in order for me to be valuable in society, I have to learn a skill. So it's either sink or swim. But the greatest thing, I'm gonna learn something and I'm not gonna have any regret with it because this is gonna stick with me for life. And I know I can pass it on to my kids. So if I don't make nothing out of it now, I know that my kids will benefit from it. That's what keeps me in the line, guys. And I stood up there and I said, I'm not moving. Then I go up and I said, next. And then I go up and I hold it up a little bit and I said, I released you with love and you come back to me in millions of fold. That was the thing that I said when I'm paying the money at the teller. And they give me the receipt and stamp it up and I get home and I went online and I screenshot it and everything. Get started. Boom, freelancing start. $5. $5 jobs, guys. $5 jobs, guys.
I've been there. I checked out
12 hours.
My time is worth more than $5.
12 hours, 14 hours, doing transcriptions and all these things. And even when they go on your gigs and they see $50, they still tell you, I'll pay you $5. Hour and a half transcription. Hour and a half.
Yeah.
$5. I'm like, So that's how I met Trisha, because Trisha was on Fiverr as well, and she got introduced to LiveSotori a couple months before that.
Seems to
And
be a
she said,
trend.
yeah. I
Maggie
said, hey,
new Lola.
Lola.
And their former or pre-LiveSotori life.
Yeah.
And Lola got Maggie and Trisha hit you up.
Yeah.
There are no accidents.
Exactly.
No
Serendipity.
accident. Serendipity. Yeah, so she called me one day and said, hey, I found something, but let me check it out first, because I heard that you can make results and great money there and so forth. You see, listen to the conversation. We hear that it can make great money there. Yeah, the mindset, we can make money there. Me get excited. Tell me. No, wait, just wait. But all this time, she was learning the skill from Junior. That's why she got me excited. So, get on the Zoom now, because she said, hey, look here, it worked. I said, yeah, I'm ready. And that's how I got here. So I'm super grateful.
We're super grateful that you're here.
super duper grateful.
Put my hands at you.
Yeah. So it just guys, and when I started, guys, when I got here, I was super scared of Junior, because he was like trying fire. I'm telling you, and I'm like,
oh snap! Well, I done got myself into.
you know what I mean? And I mean, like, he's calling out names, and I'm telling you, but the thing is, when your name is called, ching, 30 days you're going to the bank, because you get money. But to be honest, guys, I just didn't want my name to call out, trust me.
If people want to know more, they need to come find out, So people, if anybody wants any more information, you can hit us up. We will connect you, because everybody needs to have this information that we have. So Omar, awesome where you've been, where you're coming from. Tell us where you're going to in your journey.
Okay, well, for me right now, it's about just helping. I'm growing and helping others to grow. That's what I see myself the next year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15. As long as oxygen, the beautiful, awesome oxygen is going through this beautiful, healthy body, that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because that's, as I said, that's my lifetime personal goal. You know what I mean? And having a community and a family like you guys, a unit, a team, working together and having that support, what can stop me?
Exactly.
Only
Stop me now.
only.
Only you can stop you.
The person in the mirror is the only person that can stop me.
Exactly. So there's no stopping. But Maggie, life is amazing, and I just want to always, have the best stuff for not just for my family, but for anyone that seriously in need of help. You know what I mean? You want to learn a skill, fine. Reach out. You want to change your life. It doesn't have to be making money. It doesn't have to. You can be going through some relationship stuff, man to man, father to father. We can relate, we can talk, we can, come on, we are not judgmental. I'm not judgmental. I have no reason for that. I'm not even gonna spend any energy on that. You know what I mean? I just want to know, what are your plans? What are you doing right now? Have you made any progress towards it, any action, any steps? What have you decided to try? What have these are the things that I just want to meet people, because the thing is, I missed out on that from my childhood days, because we were brought up not to talk to strangers. Oh my God.
Stranger danger.
Can you imagine that?
I
No.
was raised in the country. We talked to everyone because more than likely we were related. So I didn't have that. Don't talk to people.
Speaking of talking to strangers, where can people find you on the socials?
Oh yeah.
Yes. What are your socials?
For the socials, my daughter name is what I use because I want to build her self-esteem, to know that she can also become an entrepreneur and then take the step to become a philanthropist and so forth, right? So that is going to help to motivate her, know that she's of value, and she can also add something to society or being a problem solver in someone's life.
Yeah.
So my daughter name, her name is Shamari. So on Facebook is Shamari's Farm. That's SHAMARIS.
Hi, Shari.
That's her.
I heard my
That's the
name.
princess right there.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's the princess right here. Cool. So that's it. But there's other ways that you guys can reach out, you know what I mean? Carlos, Tim, Maggie, there's a family.
Yeah, we put it right there.
Yeah,
in
we
the-
then we'll put it in
Some here
Point in the middle. Let's point in the middle.
Point in the middle at the
That's
top.
Tim's place.
Okay.
One in the middle.
Okay, somewhere at the middle, at the top, to the side. Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
get it in there. Thank you
You know
so
what I mean?
much, Omar. Like I know, like your story, like it's so inspiring. Like people are going to want to know more. So we'll put that in there for you, and be prepared.
Yes, indeed.
I am, bro. I am always ready and waiting, man. Ready and waiting. You know what I mean? Yeah, with the torch. For life as well.
Awesome.
Yes,
Such
yes.
an honor
Thanks
to
again.
have you
Thanks
grace
again.
our podcast.
It's an honor, guys. Trust me, it's an honor. You know what I mean? So, a bag of love from JA to the world. You know what I mean? So, Shamari, my princess.
Oh,
Hi,
okay, my fingers.
All right, Shamari. Thanks for showing
Hi,
up,
Shamari.
All right,
Thanks
Omar,
for
we love you,
featuring.
brother. Appreciate
Special
it
guest
so much.
appearance.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you on next week, I guess. What's up, Mike?
Hi, the whole
It's a
family.
family affair.
I make my brother his name Kahaka.
So, this is the
What's up?
Hello. Family affair. Love it.
Yeah,
Love it, love it.
give the best class. You know what I mean?
About family.
Yeah.
I'm going to school tomorrow. Right there, right now. Eagle.
Awesome, Shamari.
All right.
Yeah, it's very fun. I love my schooling. It's called Eagles. Every
Amazing.
person I call it, like I just see some baby class and big class and more big class and 7 years old and 8 years old.
And big
Big-
students, yeah.
Big students
That's
and
it. She gets it from her dad.
Yeah.
That
We
fire.
told y'all.
That burning
I
desire.
told
Love
you.
talking to her.
I guess another 2 doors.
If it rhymes, it must be
I
true.
two figures. And that's the second door.
Alrighty, everyone. This has been another episode of Late Night Satori.
The child edition.
See y'all.
Much love.
See y'all on the next one.
See you on the next
See
one.
ya.
Peace out. Peace out.